Good morning. This is Grandpa Bobby here with Grandpa Bobby's Home Projects. Today I have another project I did a couple of weeks ago. I've filmed doing a little installation on it, so I want to show you in the second part of this video. But let me tell you what I've installed. I've installed a new DeWalt DXCM024-344. It's an auto retractable half-inch hose, 50-foot long, but there's a catch to it. It has a half-inch NPT connector at the end, and that kind of threw me off on getting some fittings, but we'll talk about that. Now, as we come over here and I look at this hose that's already been mounted, you can see that it's pretty heavy, and again, it's pretty sturdy. It's got nice thick rubber hose, again, half-inch. It does have half-inch NPT at the end, and we'll have to later on tell you about how we have to use a reducer to get down to our 1/4-inch NPT for doing normal stuff like putting air in the tire. And speaking of putting air in the tire, let's go ahead and attract a little bit. Boom, come down here, which, by the way, I do like this. This is a lot easier than the ones I've had in the past. And it also clicks on the tire. So anyway, it's working out really well. Enjoy the latter part of the video putting it together. Just wanted to share another item that I've installed in the garage and just wanted to share with you. You have a wonderful and blessed day. Now we're going to do a little bit of an unboxing. So when I got the box from Home Depot, it was in great shape, and it's about $149 from my local Home Depot. And of course, there's the part number again, DXCM024-0344. The unboxing was very easy. You can see that it's packaged very well and secured, and you can see the instructions laying on the very top, and it made it easy to get to right away. And again, great packaging. Now we can see the very bottom of the unit, a very heavy plate with some notches for you to do an easy mount on the vertical part of the wall mount. And now as we move into looking at the side where the air hose will attach, the small air hose they have that attaches there, and that'll be seen later in the video here. And then I'm going to turn it around and let you see what it looks like from the front. And again, you can adjust that rubber stop to make the hose longer or shorter depending on how far you mount the unit off the ground. And then we finalize on the last view on the side. Again, nice clean design, and it works out very well. Now I already had a 3/4-inch piece of plywood mounted in my back wall into my studs, and I made sure the right hand side was in the actual stud. And laying the template up here, I'd like to use an awl. I can really pinpoint my point where I want to drill into the wood. And I mounted all these with a 5/16 lag bolts, and it made it very secure and stay on the wall. You can see that I used a pilot drill. I always use a pilot drill for these lag bolts to make sure you don't split the 2x4. Using a driver, it was easy to mount on the wall, and of course I started the 2 pilot holes in the very top where you could just slid it over. And remember, being 46.3 pounds, it was tough for me to lift that above my chest, so I have to admit that was pretty heavy. I'd hate to mount that above my head. You definitely need some help, but you can see it turned out really well, and it's mounted nicely against the wall and secured. And I like it so far. It's doing a fantastic job. But now let's talk about how we had to hook up those NPT connectors. Coming up, this is a picture of the adapter where I had to go from a 1/2 inch down to 3/8. But for me to add my special nozzle at the end, I had to take that 1/2 inch and I went and got a female swivel coupler that was a 1/4 inch. Then I went to Amazon and I was able to purchase some brass reducers from 1/2 inch female to 1/4 male. And of course that allowed that to go right into the swivel with some T-tape, and it turned out pretty well and doesn't leak. So I'm very pleased with it. Thank you. Subscribe, like, and ring the notification bell, and have a wonderful day.